this is a short little mobility strengthening sequence. So we're going to mobilize the body and also build strength in the core and in the glutes. So to alleviate any of that sort of sitting at a desk all day, all the usual suspects of what gets tight, and also the strengthening to help prevent or alleviate lower back pain. We're going to start off lying down. Boom. Coming to lie on your back. You're going to draw your right knee to the chest, slightly to the side, squeezing it in, reaching through the left heel, and then just circling your ankle. So bringing in your toes, trying to get as much movement as you can, and then circling the other way. And then we're going to hook behind the thigh, so you want to try and get your thigh really close to your body. We're going to point the toe, extend the leg, till you feel a really gentle stretch in your hamstring. Bend the knee, flex the foot. Point and extend, bend and flex. So we're gliding the sciatic nerve. Great if you suffer from sciatica. We want to work really gently, so these nerves can get irritated quite easily. Don't want to overdo it. Just that really gentle stretch. A couple more of those. And then we're going to bring our leg into tabletop, keeping the left foot active, arms to the side. Exhale, drive your knee across the body, inhale back to centre. If you feel any sort of twinging, any strange sensations in the lower back, stay with the hip flexor stretch. Otherwise, keep driving the knee over. Got another 5 of these. Keeping your shoulders relaxed. Got 2 more. And on the last one, you can hold the twist, maybe placing your left hand on the thigh, cactusing your right arm, turning your head over the shoulder. Again, if you're feeling any strange sensations in the lower back, go back to the hip flexor stretch. If this foot is floating in the air, you might want to place it onto the opposite thigh for a little bit of support. We're just holding it here and breathing. And then come back to centre, squeeze your knee in for 1. Then take a little full body stretch. And same on the left. So left knee to the chest, slightly to the side, reaching to the right heel, and then circling the ankle. Again, bringing in the toes. Don't worry about clicking, that's just oxygen in the joint, but never pushing through any pain. And then you can circle the other way. And then again, hooking the leg to the chest, point the toe, extend the leg, bend and flex. Point and extend, bend and flex. Nice and gently. So we just find a bit of a stretch in the muscle belly, not behind the knee or on the attachment on the sitting bone. And then again, leg into tabletop, arms to the side, exhale across, back to centre. Exhale across and centre. Keep that right foot or right leg active. Got another 5. And then hold in the last one. Again, you can cactus the left arm, turning your head over the shoulder and just breathing into the twist. Again, if you feel any strange sensations in the lower back, coming back to the hip flexor stretch. And then back to centre, squeeze the knee in for 1. And again, full body stretch. And then placing your feet flat on the mat, hip distance apart, coming into some pelvic tilts. So we're squashing the lower back into the mat and then arching back. We're keeping the pelvis on the mat, you're not trying to lift it off, just tilting backward and forward. Again, no pushing through discomfort. You might make it really small, or you can really exaggerate that movement. Just mobilising the lumbar spine here. And then coming into neutral, so hip bones and pubic bone level. We're going to inhale one leg to tabletop, exhale, place it down, inhale the other leg, exhale, place it down. So you can stay with this. Or you're going to inhale one leg to tabletop, exhale the other leg comes to join it, inhale, place the foot down, exhale the other one joins it, then leading with the other leg. Or we're going to come into toe taps, legs into tabletop, knees directly over the hips, exhale, hover one foot towards the floor, maintaining that position of the pelvis, inhale back up, exhale, change. So we're engaging the pelvic floor and transverses as you take the leg away. So pelvic floor, think trying to stop yourself going to the toilet, stop yourself passing wind, and transverses, those lower abdominals. You don't have to take the foot all the way to the floor. You can make it a little bit smaller, just wherever you can control it. Just do a few more of those. Let's go one more on each side. And then place one foot down and the other. So again, maintaining neutral. You're going to come into a glute bridge. So exhale, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes, pull your feet towards you, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift and squeeze, inhale, lower. So just a little snapping up, squeezing everything at the top. So working the glutes and the hamstrings. Two more of those. And then hold the last one. Option one, exhale, lift one heel off the mat, inhale, place it down, exhale the other. Otherwise, keeping your pelvis completely still. Exhale one leg to tabletop, inhale, place it down, exhale the other. Just making sure the opposite hip doesn't drop as you lift the foot up off the mat. Relaxing your shoulders. Last one on the left, and then coming down. Rolling over to your left side, making a pillow with the left arm, knees to your chest. So you're going to glue your knees together, reaching your right arm in front of you. As you inhale, you're going to open the chest, rotating your spine, exhale back down. Making sure you're not tilting back with the pelvis. We're getting that movement from the thoracic spine, so that middle portion of your back. Really trying to open up the shoulder as you do so. Two more of those. And then bring your feet in line with your bum. You can either keep the lower leg down on the mat, or you're going to float the lower legs. Exhale, open up into a clamshell, inhale back down. Pausing at the top. And again, making sure your pelvis doesn't roll backwards. Little squeeze and back down. So we're pulling in our lower ribs, everything pulled in here. Two more. Then bringing your legs back down. Again, stomach muscles pulled in, maybe placing your hand on your stomach. We're going to inhale, right knee to the chest. Flexing the foot and then circle it around, make it as big as you can without arching your back. And again, circling it around. So we're building strength, but also mobilizing the joint. Two more of these. And then we're going to reverse it. So kick back without arching and around. Again, make it as big as you possibly can. Two more. And then sliding your legs so your thighs are in line with the rest of your body, knees still bent. And again, we're going to open up, exhale, open, inhale back down. So this is a bit more glute maximus, that muscle on the back, the biggest glute. You won't be able to open as far, but really think about squeezing at the top. Got another 5. And then come to lie on your back. Feet hip distance apart. crossing the right leg, so the one that we were working, ankle over, the opposite thigh, then drawing the knee away from you, making sure you're not twisting from your pelvis. You can either keep your foot on the floor or float it up, holding behind the thigh. Just making sure your sacrum, so your pelvis isn't lifting up off the mat here, and just breathing into that stretch. And then all of that on the other side. So coming to lie on your right, making a pillow with the arms, knee to the chest, left arm out in front of you. Inhale, open up the chest and shoulder, rotate your spine, exhale back down. Inhale, open, back down. Nice big rotations as far as you can go without the knees rolling back or the top knee rolling back. And then clamshells again. Feet in line with your bum. Float the lower leg if you did on the other side. Exhale, open, back down. Exhale, open and down. Little pause at the top. And then those leg circles. So legs come back down. Flex the foot. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, we circle without arching the lower back. Again, as big as you can. Nice and slowly, so we can really try and find that full range of the hip. And then back the other way, so kick back and around. And then sliding your legs in line with the rest of your body. Exhale, open, squeeze at the top and back down. Exhale, open, back down. Try to get your bum to engage as much as you can as you open up that knee. 5 more. And then lying on your back, feet and knees hip distance apart, crossing the left ankle over, drawing the knee away from you. Again, pelvis stays where it was. If you like, you can float the foot. Just breathing into that stretch. And then release. Coming onto your hands and your knees. Knees underneath hips, hands underneath shoulders. Coming into some cat-cows. Inhale, dropping your stomach towards the mat. Exhale, press the floor away. Inhale, dropping it down. Exhale, press the floor away. So flexion and extension through the spine. And then sitting your bum to your heels, keeping your arms out in front of you, right hand behind your head. Inhale, opening up, exhale, rotate. Inhale, open, twist it in. So we're using the bum to the heels, helps to keep the pelvis still. So we keep just getting that movement from the thoracic spine again. We've got 5 more. And then the other side, so left hand behind the head. Inhale, open, twist it in. So again, we've got 5 more, so really expanding on the inhale, exhale to twist. And then coming to a child's pose, but you're going to make a fist with the fingers, thumbs to the ceiling. So you can bring your forehead down, keeping your arms straight. Exhale, hover the right hand off the mat. Inhale, bring it back down and change. So we're working the middle and lower trapezius here, alternating arms. So when these muscles get a bit weak, the upper trapezius gets tight. So if you get tightness in your sort of upper shoulders, neck, this exercise might help. One more on each side. And then coming to lie on your front. Arms by your sides. We're going to squeeze the glutes. Rotate your thumbs outwards. Inhale, lift and lengthen. So we're firing up the back side of the body. Looking down towards your mat. Exhale back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. So strengthening all those postural muscles in the back of the body. Help you to stand up nice and tall. Stomach muscles drawn in. So we're thinking about length rather than height. Last one. And then you can press into a shell stretch. So bum to your heels and just releasing the spine, rounding over your lap. And then we're going to bring your right leg out in front of you, lengthening through your pelvis. We're going to come down into a little hip stretch. Sit back, find a hamstring stretch. Forward into the hips, keep that lengthening through the tailbone, back into the hamstring. So just gently going forward and backward a few times. So you don't have to go that far, just find a gentle stretch. And then coming forward into that hip flexor stretch, lengthening through your tailbone, left arm by your ear, and then reach across your body, trying to find the deepest stretch through your psoas, so your deep hip flexors, your iliopsoas, and keep trying to reach that a little bit further. So you really should feel it right deep into your stomach. And then release, changing sides. So again, lengthen through the tailbone, hip flexor stretch into your hamstring. Hip flexors, hamstring. So you can squeeze your glute on that back leg as you come forward, making sure we find the stretch through the hips. And last one. And again, coming forward into that hip flexor stretch, really lengthen through your tailbone, right arm by your ear, reaching up and over, trying to reach that little bit further, squeezing your right glute. And then release. So that is a very short little sequence that you can do every day. If you want to do, you could do it 2 or 3 times through if you have time. And hopefully it should loosen up all those areas and build a little strength. So I hope you enjoyed it.